Hi, Wild Bill. No, I'm not doing a live with you guys. I decline. Hi, Lacey. How are you, Lacey? Hi, Tim. Hi, Creating Eve. Hi, Bobby. Thanks, Bill. Is it not in sync, Mia? Is the sound off, guys? Maybe it has to sync up for a minute. Hi, Anissa. I know sometimes it is off. Even when I like put them on YouTube, which I know, guys, I haven't done it. Sometimes I notice the sound's off. It's a little weird, but I don't have Instagram. I don't do Instagram. Thanks, Les. Hi, Bianca. What I always say, Lacey, is it's a practice that takes practice. It's literally just a practice that takes practice. But just like anything, you get good at it, right? And you master it. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Junior. And it's also an understanding too, Lacey. It's an understanding of these concepts, right? But the more you do the practice that I say, you get clearer on these concepts as well. So it's literally leading you to everything. It's leading you to everything. It really is that simple. Mm-hmm. But again, it does take practice, right? It just takes some practice. I'll tell you what, Lacey, the best piece of advice I can give you right now is to see the reason why you know about the matching. You're just matching what doesn't serve you. You only have to stop matching what doesn't serve you to bring in what does actually serve you, right? And everything you're asking for. Just know anytime you don't feel good, Lacey, or anyone, you're too much in here. You are literally too much in your mind, right? In that point, whenever you're exhausted, you don't feel good. Anything that doesn't feel good in that moment, you're too much up here. So you want to take your awareness and your focus and bring it down to your body and your breathing, and just doing simple breath work. Like I'm talking, you can come out here. You can, no one will see. It's all the way in the back, literally. I'm not kidding. I have it tilted this way. So just go by. You don't even want to walk by? You want me to flip it real quick?
No, yeah.
Go.
I actually don't even.
Okay. All right. So, what was I saying? Yeah. So stay in my mind. Thank you. Yeah. We all do at first. That's why it's a practice, Lacey. That's why you're going to do meditation. You're going to do breath work, those types of techniques. That's deprogramming your mind. You want to deprogram your mind. You want to, quiet your mind. So anytime you are too much in your mind, when you don't feel good, you're too much in your mind. So in those moments, you're just bringing your awareness, actually envision yourself, envision it, you going down to your body. Think about your body and relaxing and breathing. Like actually envision, okay, my mind to my body, my mind, okay, to my body, relaxing, breathing slower. This also helps. Breathing, like literally speaking slower. I'm going to move slower. I'm going to breathe slower, and talk in slow motion, because that's going to slow the momentum down of what doesn't feel good. And you take your power back in those moments. Hi, Heba. Oh, I love Joe. I love Joe. Joe was the first person that I really listened to, Hebe. And then I moved on to Abraham, and just pretty much Abraham was my number one. But Joe, he's very smart. Everything he says is accurate. He gets into the science a lot of it, science of it a lot, which doesn't, you don't have to know all the science of it. You don't, to move towards what you want. I just got to a place where I really just went within in understanding these negative emotions. That I did it on like myself. Like that's why a lot of what I talk about is through my own experience and understanding these lower energies, which are not at all here to hurt you at all. We fear them. It's fear. So when something doesn't feel good, it just literally doesn't serve you anymore, right? So we're afraid of it. So we react. So we match it in that moment. We keep matching it, but it's not there to hurt you. Here, this is what it is. There's infinite realities that are happening right now. Infinite realities in this moment that are happening right now. And the one that doesn't feel good anymore is the one that doesn't serve you. The ones that things that come up that don't feel good don't serve you anymore. But you get upset, so you keep living that same reality. You get upset, you react, you get upset, so you keep living that same reality. You're trapped in the same reality. When that reality is still going to continue, right? And you let that reality be by just remaining calm and kind and not reacting to it and staying calm, because that reality is still going to play out and it's still going to exist, but you're moving on to the one you want to experience. Just by remaining calm, you're going to move forward, right? So it's an understanding of these concepts and understanding of the matching of energies. That's what it means. Life is a mirror. Everyone is you pushed out. And it's just an easier way to explain it is that these infinite realities are always happening, right? They're always happening. They're always playing out. And you're right now you're in one that doesn't serve you anymore. And how you move towards the one that does is by making the best of where you're at. You stay calm when something doesn't feel good, and you literally make the best of each moment. That's how you get to where you want to be, is by making the best of every single moment. Everything you're doing right now, whether it doesn't serve you or not anymore, you're just making the best of it. That's it. It's literally all you're doing. I'm not kidding. You're not doing anything to manifest. Because you're not supposed to be involved in that part at all. That's just done. If you really want to bring it in the best way possible for you, you stay away from your involvement in that altogether. A lot of people say, but they don't understand the it's done part. They don't understand that. Well, it's it's done. If it pops in your mind, you're just reminding yourself it's done. But if that causes resistance within you, write it down. Write it down and just look at it from time to time. Because sometimes people say, well, if I stop thinking about it, am I going to forget? And they have resistance around that. So if you have resistance around the it's done part, just write it down. Write down what you want. Put it in your pocket every now and then, look at it, open up the book, look at it every now and then, just to remind yourself, oh yeah, it's done. Okay. But put it away. Don't do anything to get it though. Don't do anything to get it. Okay. Recommend meditating for daily. You know what, Habit? There's no rules. There's no rules. Okay. I try to say do it at least when you wake up, right? Anytime you want to wake up, do it before you start your day. Start your day at a good place, Habit. That's really important. If you get your day started out good by calming your mind, moving slower, breathing slower, if you have time to do remain calm throughout the day, do it again. That's meditation to me. Meditation to me is just moving slower, breathing slower, taking time to not listen to anything and just moving throughout my day without really listening to anything, entertaining anything at all. That's a form of meditation to me, right? So, it's a personal thing, but as long as you're doing it at least once a day, Habit, it really is enough. But do the other practices as well that I say, focus on your breathing throughout the day, move slower throughout the day, breathe slower throughout the day, because there are also practices that are going to help you with non-reaction. Oh, thanks for that. Thanks. Is it Erider? Thank you. Thanks for the rose. Oh, wait. Oh, Christine, I know. I'm getting it. Christine, go look and see I did one picture for the subscriber. Is Nathan in here? Take a peek at it if you can. I only did one picture. And hi, Christine. I just started talking, guys. Hi, Dream. Hi, Sherry. Thank you, guys. Yes. If you're not interested in this, you see it? That's for Nathan. I don't know if you can actually see it close up, but I was cracking up last night. Feel good and give you no resistance. Only do things that feel good and get exactly. And literally it's like, it's, you know, when you're a master, not, I don't want to say master, like use that word, but when you can make the best of no matter where you're at, that's when you figured it out. Like, even though you're doing something you don't love, like, you know, I always use food shopping as my example. I don't like the food shop, but I make the best of it. I've made food shopping into a really pleasant experience for myself. Like, I see this one lady that it seems like every time I go, she's there. We're always talking and laughing together. You know, like I've turned it into such a good experience for me. So if you can make the best of the things that are happening in your life now, that's what moves you towards more. No matter what's happening in your life, like no matter what, if you can make the best of it by staying in a good energy, that's how you get to where you want to be quicker. That's the secret. That's literally the secret for the rest of your life, making the best of, but more, you move on to more. You move into the reality that you want and the things you want. But that's the key to life. That's the secret to life. Make the best of where you're at. You can find good in every situation, right? Cake's here. Elena's here. Hi, all. Today started off rocky. Glad to be in your live, Kira. Valerie, yeah. So I always talk about that, Valerie, because I wake up with resistance, but I always say not as much anymore because I'm really good at getting myself out of it now because I'm really not afraid of lower energies. When you understand that these lower energies, I've always called them lower energies because it's anything that doesn't feel good none of it's here to hurt you at all. It's not here to hurt you. It's only because you know this information now and you want to move towards more. So when you don't feel good, it's just because you're tapping into a reality that doesn't serve you anymore. So it's actually just an alarm system to your body to say, get out of your head right now. You're too much in your head. Bring it down to your body now. Focus on your breathing. Move slower. Don't be afraid of me. I'm not trying to hurt you. You just don't want this reality anymore. So you're just calming yourself down in those moments, right? So that's why I say, like, negative emotion is not bad. It's not a bad thing. It's just an alarm system to your body to like chill out now and relax. You're too much in your head right now and you're matching a reality that you truly don't want to be in anymore, right? Hi, Bridget. Hi, Linda. Hi, Leah. Kanisha. That is so awesome, Linda. That's literally what it's all about. Like, it's like, you know, when you get in those moments and you're like, oh my God, I just literally don't feel like doing this right now. But you're already like, I'm trying to think of the word. You're already not set up, committed. You already feel committed in a way to doing it. Do it to the best of your ability, because that's what moves you out of those situations and, you know, old timelines that don't serve you anymore a lot quicker. Why do we react to the unknown so much, like fearful wish? Shantae. So we don't react to the unknown. It's just not knowing. It's like a not knowing. It's like we're not comfortable with it because we're control freaks. We're control freaks. Like we're programmed to know every step, every move. We know everything. So we know how it works. We know what the next step is, right? So this is literally letting go. This is full trust in that everything's going to unfold and work in your favor. It's an understanding as well, though. It is an understanding of this, right? Understanding that, you know, you have to trust this process and all that. You have to understand these concepts and stuff first and understand energy, right? That you're afraid of the unknown because you're not used to this. You're not used to just trusting that it's all going to work out for me. You're not used to that. You're not programmed that way, right? So it's about deprogramming your mind. And the more you do these practices of just I'm talking guys, like these little practices change your life. Your life starts to change quickly when you start doing these practices. That's what builds your trust that, you know what, I get it now. I'm seeing it is literally just your energy. It's all you and your energy, right? Whatever you're sending out is always coming back to you at all times. How do we fully let go and trust it will work out? It just takes practice. It takes doing these practices, Shantae. Just know that that's resistance in itself. Just you saying, how do I trust? Like the fact that you don't trust, that is resistance. So in that moment, you're matching something that doesn't serve you. So it's you in your head too much. You're in your head. You got to get out of your head. You got to get out of your head and move into your body. Do the breath work. Cause it's literally, you need to quiet your thoughts. We need to practice quieting our thoughts. That's why meditation and breath work and moving slower, breathing slower, all these practices I talk about are going to help you quiet your thoughts down. You're just too much in your head. That is literally that's resistance when you're like, how do I trust more? And how is this going to happen? And when is this going to happen? And that's all resistance, right? So in those moments, again, you're in your thinking mind too much. Just calm yourself down in those moments. It'll get easier. It will literally get easier. How does manifesting like this apply to the elderly who are sick but are trying to manifest health? What do you mean? Like, do you know elderly people? I don't personally know any of them, but it's no different, Hebe. Anybody at any age can manifest what they want and tap into a reality they want. It's going to be the same practices for them. It's no different. It's all the same. 2 things to stop asking when and how. Yes, Leah, correct. So Bobby, that's still resistance. That's a resistant comment, right? I need some actual manifestation shifts. Just keep remaining calm, keep doing these practices. Again, it takes practice. It literally takes practice and reminders. It takes reminders as well. What if you are tired of this journey because you believed in it so heavily? Well, what other option do you have, Tejo? What other option do you have? Because if you're not feeling good, it's only because you're still matching a reality that doesn't serve you. You're still reactive. That's all. But what other option do you have to keep, like, you're just going to stay there tired and keep repeating that, or you just keep remaining calm. You keep doing these practices. You keep feeling the best you can in each moment. That's the other option. Or you can just stay there. If you're tired of it, then you're just going to keep reacting and keep feeling that way, right? That's just the reality of it. That's how it works. You know what I mean? So you just want to keep doing these practices, just remaining calm. I used to say to myself, like, what other option do I have? I know how you feel. I truly do. I've been there. I know what it's like to feel like that many times. But you also have to understand that you literally are always making progress. You don't notice it at first because you're still on the other side of it. But you are. If you are doing these practices, you are always making progress, but you don't see it because it's baby steps. Just keep doing the practices because, like I said, what else is there? On the other side of it is your freedom, right? It's just you're not seeing the results that you want to see right away. You're still looking outside of you for answers. It's all within. You're being guided in every moment. Just keep doing these practices, keep meditating, keep remaining calm. And trust me, you will start to see the results. Oh, I love it, Kanisha. That's exactly the comment we needed right now. That's exactly the comment. Thank you for sharing that. Is meditation the only thing to practice? No, it's actually not. Meditation is extremely powerful and I highly recommend it, but it's easier than people think. If you check out my easy, fun meditations, that is meditation. You're just taking your focus off of your thoughts, but also breath work and just moving slower, breathing slower, talking slower, like slow motion. And I'm just going to relax and take it easy. You can take naps, anything that feels good to you, like stuff like that. Let me take a bath. Let me take a nap. Let me relax. That's all like slowing your energy down. You want to slow your energy down. You want to slow the momentum down of things. So Sophie, you have to stay calm. You have to, because otherwise you're just going to keep experiencing that in your reality. You're going to keep matching that. You don't want to match that reality anymore. That reality doesn't serve you anymore. You want to move out of that reality. How you move out of that reality is by understanding not everybody understands this information. Have compassion, right? And just be calm and kind in those moments, right? Don't judge the situation, right? She has a right to live her life as well. We have to let other people live their lives, not take it so personally, not judge other people. Everyone has a right to live the life they want to live, but you have to make it about you and what you choose. And how you keep moving forward to what you choose is you don't judge people that don't want to know this or move forward. We let people be who they want to be, right? That's how you move on to what you actually want. Otherwise, you just keep experiencing that because it's all energy and it's all what you're matching. Frequently. Yes, Sherry, that is good. It's an old story. That's what I used to say, but I understand more of how this works and the fact that like these all realities are still happening. They're all going to still exist. You're just not going to be in that one anymore. It's still going to exist. It's still going to be happening. You're just not in that reality anymore. I think resist because I feel like I have to do something in my head, action, movement, help. So we all do, Valerie. That's your programming. Your programming is to take action. I got to do something. I got to move. I got to work. I got to figure this out. I got to act on what I want. I can't just sit here. There's something I got to do. That's your programming. That's all your programming. That's why in those moments you want to do the opposite of that. Don't give in to that. Don't give in to that. Remain calm, relax, chill, take a nap. You get to relax. You get to do nothing. Less is best. Think about it like that. Think about it like that. I get to chill. I get to relax. Don't do it. Don't give in. You guys can do whatever you want, but I'm telling you, it's just going to keep you in that program. Keep doing action. Keep doing things to manifest. You keep working so hard and, I gotta work harder. I gotta try harder. I gotta do something. That's your programming. That's all it is. It's just your programming. How do I continue to have faith it will be done and work out after so many constant obstacles? How do I continue to have faith? So you're still reacting. You just have to keep doing these practices of non-reaction. Meditation. Are you meditating? Are you doing the exercises that I talk about? Breath work. Remaining calm, moving slower, breathing slower, relaxing into resistance, relaxing your body. It's about doing these practices so you can get out of the reality that doesn't serve you anymore and move towards one that does. It's all it is. It's just you're reacting to that one. That's also, you just do these practices over and over and over and over. You remain so calm. You're unaffected by what's happening. It doesn't even bother you anymore. That's how you have to get. And doing these practices will get you to that point. I've had all these stories happen to me. I've watched them all disappear right in front of me. I've watched them all work in my favor, guys. Every single one of them. Nobody's going to tell me that this doesn't work, but you have to do the practices. You have to do them. You have to meditate. You have to show up for yourself every day. And I understand a lot of people are new to this. If you are new to this information and just understanding this, like creating your own reality and manifestation, I always recommend to watch my videos. Go through the playlist videos. Creation is finished, manifest properly, just in understanding some of these concepts of like matching energy and how we're just constantly matching things that don't serve us anymore and reacting to, and why it keeps happening over and over again. Oh yeah, don't let him out. Did you get that message? I know. This is going to be fun, isn't it? I'm not worried about it, but you know how it is. It does, Leah. It does. It really does. It dissolves right in front. It works in your favor. Or it just goes away. Because that's just how it works. When I'm done this, we'll watch movie. Okay. Sorry, nobody can hear me. They don't even know who you are. So can you? Yes. Well, yeah, but you're not really trying to do that too much. Like, you don't want to make that your goal, Sophie. It's more of letting people be. Like, don't try to control people. Don't try to change people. Don't take things personally. Just work on yourself and things reflect back differently. Things start to reflect back differently in your life. Make it more about you, feeling good no matter what's happening around you. Whatever you're moving towards will work out. Whatever you want is done. Just know that. Whatever you're manifesting, whatever you want is done. But don't worry about this too much. Like, how can I change people? How can I change others? Worry about you feeling good no matter what's happening around you. Because that's where you want, that's the place you want to be at. Where you just don't let other people affect you, your energy. You stay who you are no matter what. You stay confident in who you are no matter what. I say, like, calm and kind and confident. Can't change anybody. You don't change yourself, and that's the real truth of it all. And you'll see the results of that. You'll see the results of it in your life. Yeah, everything changes when you can just stay calm. Especially when someone doesn't. But you're not supposed to let, it's only your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So once you start you start adding other people to it and wearing what they think and thinking about what they think and thinking about their thoughts and thinking about their lives, you start messing with your own energy. Keep your energy clear. Just make it about you. Make it about how you feel in each moment. Don't worry about everybody else, because that just messes with your energy too much, right? And we start to take things personally, and we start to, feel judged by others, or we start to judge others, and we make these stories up. And that's how we start creating unconsciously. It's literally how we start creating unconsciously. So just make it about you, remaining calm and kind in those moments, staying true to who you are in each moment, feeling good no matter what in each moment, right? No matter what's happening around you, letting things go. Don't have grudges. Don't judge. Don't take things personal. Like, all those things, that's you, placing your energy outside of you. It's literally placing your energy outside of you. Yes, Bella, that's huge, right? Because only you know what's best for you. No one else knows what's best for you. Only you do. This is a topic on manifestation, creating your own reality. Kung Pao Chicken. I always say, like, if you're super, super new to understanding this information, you can get my free ebook on emotions, or you can just watch all my videos in playlists to help, kind of understand what we're talking about here if you're new to this. Can you talk about that? Holding grudges. Well, I mean, it's just resistance. It just doesn't serve you, holding grudges. It doesn't serve you whatsoever. Why would you hold a grudge? If you're angry at anyone, you're only angry at yourself. That's what holding a grudge is. If I'm going to be mad at someone and I'm going to be like, I can't forgive them and I'm just so angry, that's only hurting my energy. That only keeps me attached to that reality that doesn't serve me, right? So think about it. It's only your energy. It's your energy. It's your force field. Think about it like that. It's your bubble. It's your energy bubble. So if you're holding a grudge, it's only hurting you, because it's only you, because life's a mirror. I get that one a lot, buddy. I've never got the blonde. Hi, Maurice. Yeah, so I just answered that one for Valerie. I just said, remember, it's only your energy. right? It's only your energy. It's if you're holding a grudge, if you're not able to forgive someone, it's literally just keeping you attached to a reality that doesn't serve you, number one. And who's it hurting? I always say, this is how I used to say, they're living their lives. They're having a good old time, and you're angry. You're holding a grudge. You're not forgiving, right? And they're having a good old time living their lives, and you're like, oh my God, they did me wrong. I'm never gonna. And you're literally attaching yourself to something that doesn't serve you. It's just not worth it. It's an energy drainer. It'll just exhaust you, and it'll keep you unhappy because it's resistance. It doesn't feel good, right? Pushing buttons again. Can I just skip all the steps? Manifest with feeling. Well, this is the point. This is the point. You're feeling. You're moving towards feeling good. That's what brings everything in that you want, Liz. You want to listen. You don't want to manifest and do like a technique to get something. You're never going to be happy. You're going to get. I've done this. You get manifestations by doing techniques and methods and just manifesting what it feels like to feel it and affirming over and over again, and then it manifests. You're going to stay in a cycle. You're going to be like, why am I still not happy? I manifested what I wanted. You have to move towards feeling good, or you're just going to keep yourself in cycles and you're going to wonder why you're not happy. I'm sorry. But once we're opened up to this information, we're all searching for happiness. That's what we're searching for. Everybody wants to feel good. The rest will all come to you. That's a byproduct of it. But trust me, you want to move towards feeling good. You really want to understand this information and understand that, you are here to live an amazing life, and you are actually supposed to feel good. Like, that's your true nature. Anything that doesn't feel good, it doesn't serve you. I'm going to use Bashar because he says anything that feels heavy, it doesn't belong to you. It literally doesn't belong to you. You're supposed to feel light as a feather. You're supposed to be flowing through life with ease. You should not feel like you have all these burdens on you. You shouldn't feel heavy. You shouldn't have all these stories that don't serve you anymore. You shouldn't not feel good. You should feel good. You're supposed to feel good. That's when you'll feel light, and that's when you'll be flowing through life. So you can manifest. There's many ways to manifest, but most of them are going to keep you stuck. They're going to keep you stuck in a cycle. You're not going to be, you might as well not have ever known this information. I just made a video on this. You might as well not even know this information and just go back to the way you were living unconsciously, because you're still going to be in a program. Just, Cheryl, in those moments, just remain calm and relax as much as you can. Take time for yourself. Do things for yourself in those moments. Eat ice cream, treat yourself, like do something, do those kinds of things while you heal, right? That's the best we can do when we're going through something like that, is just make the best of it. Watch movies, relax, rest, do what you can do to just treat yourself and, get through it the best way possible. Just like anything. It's literally just what I'm saying. Like, make the best of where you're at, knowing you're moving towards more, knowing you're moving towards better, right? So just do things for yourself, treat yourself, get yourself a drink you like, eat ice cream, relax as much as you can. Say, oh my God, this is time for me to chill. This means I have to relax. This means this is downtime for me. So like those types of things, right? I'm gonna itch. I've been feeling light as a feather lately. I love it, Sherry. Bloom, just keep doing the practices. You will at first, Bloom. You got to think. You have all these stories attached to you that don't serve you. That's why you feel heavy. You feel heavy because you have stories that don't belong to you. They're not part of your new reality. They don't fit your new reality. So you just keep remaining calm. That's it. You keep doing these practices. Is it okay to stand up for yourself if someone makes negative comments? So you have to be careful, Lena, how you're responding. If you're reacting and saying, don't talk to me that way, I don't like the way you talk, you're rude, you're judging the situation, you're just going to keep yourself there, right? If you respond like, oh, I don't agree with that, or you have to have compassion. If you want it to stop, you have to have compassion. You can support them. You can help them a little. But honestly, if anything else is reacting, you're just going to keep reliving it. It's just how it works. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Like, that's just it. People always say, can I do this? Can I stand up for myself? Can I do that? You can do whatever you want, but you got to be careful of where it's coming from. If it's not coming from a good place, you're going to keep on experiencing it. So just I've been there. I know people, I think I have a story for everybody. I've been through all these things. You have to stay calm. You have to make the best of where you're at. You have to say things like, I'm always taken care of. I'm always provided for. I'm always guided. I have everything I need right now. I have everything I need. You can make the best of nothing. I've made the best of nothing. You can. And when you start to do that, you start to get more. This is how you're going to move towards best. Anything else, you're going to be efforting. You're going to be getting another job. You're going to be doing these side hustles. You're going to be making little bits of nothing. And it's just going to exhaust you. You can make the best of where you are, Bloom. You can make the best of nothing. And you just keep reminding yourself, I have everything I need right now. I am always taken care of. I am always provided for. And trust me, the more you say that over and over again, and you trust that you are taken care of, more will come in. More will come in. Yes, Linda, that's true. It's all in your response to things. It's all in your response. You just have to come from a compassionate place. I have a personal story about this with somebody I worked with. She, like everybody, negative. She was negative. Oh my God, she just did not want to be there anymore. And I knew I was learning this information. And I kept saying to myself, I would say, I would have compassion. I said, she just doesn't want to be here anymore. I had compassion for her. I wouldn't let her bother me. I didn't talk about her when everybody was talking about her. I just kept quiet. I kept calm. It wasn't always easy. It wasn't. It was not always easy. It was very challenging at times. But what eventually happened was I stopped seeing her. And I was in a small office, but we did not see each other anymore. We just kept passing each other because I kept having compassion for her. I just stuck with it. You know what? She doesn't understand. She doesn't understand that, she's just not happy here. I was just having compassion, right? Looking at it different, perceiving it differently. And eventually she left. She left that office, right? Because I stayed strong in that. I didn't have a desire to manifest, not that I didn't like her or anything. I had nothing against her. I didn't have a desire to keep her there or anything like that. It worked itself out. We just kept missing each other eventually because I kept having compassion for her. I didn't judge her situation. I didn't judge her. I actually did. I truly understood her. She just didn't want to be there anymore, but she didn't make it easy for everybody else because she was just not happy there. But I just kept it staying calm. I kept walking away when she wasn't happy. I walked away. I just did as much as I could and it worked itself out because that's how energy works. Well, yeah, you know what's best for you, Hannah. You know what's best only you know what's best for you. Yes, you can trust your intuition. Just make sure it's not coming from scarcity. Like in fear-based, because that's not your intuition. Your intuition isn't fear-based, right? Valerie, it's a choice. It's a choice in that moment. It's a practice. It's literally a practice. I used it to my advantage. I started using these practices in my everyday life. My life changed. So you can stay there and be upset and be angry and you can keep recreating it. It's a choice. Or you can do these practices and move towards better and release that and move towards better for yourself, what you actually deserve. Or you can stay there. It's a choice, but it is a practice. I used them in my life. My life changed and I share this with you guys, but it's your choice as well, Valerie. You don't have to do it. I'm just sharing what worked for me. It's so true, Dream. It's literally that simple, Dream. It's literally that simple. It's literally that simple. In each moment, you make the best of each moment. You make the best of each moment, no matter what's happening around you. No matter what's happening around you, you just make the best of it. And if you really can't, if you truly can in that moment, you stay calm. You get calm, you get still, you get quiet, you do breath work. Thanks, Maurice. Good night. I can't say, thank you. I can't say your name. Hey, BB. Listen, guys, I understand this isn't always easy. I know. I've been there. Again, I wouldn't be here talking about this if I said it was always a piece of cake. It was always easy. It does take practice, especially when you're really walking out of a old reality and you're changing your whole entire life, right? So it takes practice. It does take practice. But it does get easier. But for me, it was like there was no other option. It was either that or die. Like literally, it was either die or go forward with moving towards my best life. What's the option? So I didn't look at it as I had any other option. Exactly, Leah. And the reason why I always say the old version isn't trying to pull you back, guys. It's not trying to do anything to hurt you. It just exists. That this reality just exists. It's just here existing. It's just living its life. It's just living its best life, literally. And your attention is on it, and you're still reacting to it. So you're in it as well. So it's still going to exist. That reality is still going to exist and play out. And you're going to be in it if you keep on getting upset, if you keep on just getting angry, if you keep on getting frustrated, if you keep letting it take you down. It's just going to you're going to keep living it. Basically, you're going to match it. You're going to match it. Linda, if it's like a phone call, don't answer the phone call. I've not stopped talking to a lot of people. It was just easier, certain things, certain things you have control over. I know it's your son, but you have a choice in that moment. If you're continuously doing the work on yourself, you have a choice to say, but you can stay calm and kind to someone that's fighting with you. Oh, okay. All right, I'm done. I'm going to let you go. All right, I have stuff to do. Bye. I've done it a million times. I've done it tons. How do you believe in manifestation when having doubts? You just start to build your belief over time the more your life starts to change and work in your favor. Hold on 1 second, guys. 1 sec. I'm just going to, one sec. Do you need me? Are you sure? Yeah. Oh, okay. He's still in here, right? Yeah, Chase knows too. Okay. I'm sorry. How do you believe in man? So that's normal. Doubts are normal. Of course, this is a whole, you're trusting, like I always say, you're trusting in the unknown, right? So you're trusting in the unknown. But the thing about it is when you're having those moments, you'll be led to more clarity. The more that you make the best of where you're at, you do start becoming aware of what you're manifesting in little ways. You actually do. So just remain calm and chill. And in those moments when you're having those doubts, I always say, get very neutral and just say, you know what? I don't even know if I believe in this. If you're calm and neutral, you'd be surprised how quick you can be led to something to help you trust and believe again. What do I do if I angrily message my SP and regret doing so? I'm scared to see his response. Just stay calm. It is what it is. You can't mess anything up. Every moment's a fresh start. We do this. We react. We do silly things. It's normal. Just keep doing these practices. Make it more about you. Focus more on yourself. Try to not really get in because obviously, you're tapping into a reality that doesn't serve you. You don't want that reality. When it comes to relationships, you really need to redirect your focus all to you. You got to start feeling good on your own, focusing on yourself, filling up your own cup, being your own source of happiness. And really you got to focus on you, because otherwise you're just not going to manifest a relationship that you want. You're going to keep being triggered. It's not going to be healthy. It's not going to be the one that we all truly desire. Like we desire to have a really amazing relationships, right? So make it more about feeling good on your own, being your own source of happiness. Be cool without having any target in life. How can someone be cool without having, I don't understand any target in life. What do you mean by that? I'm curious. I guess elaborate more on that. Target in life? What, like a goal? You don't have to have a goal. You can just know you're moving towards better and best. Many people are not clear. I wouldn't judge anyone that said, I don't know what I want to be. I've said that my whole entire life. I'm thinking that's what you mean. Exactly. All you need to do, Leah, thank you very much for saying that. Can you please tag that one, pin that one? The goal is to be happy, literally. Nuh-uh, did you share? I got one this morning. I got a refresher this morning. And wait, did I just get one today? Oh, no, I did. I got one today, and then I found one in my freezer chilling in there. It was ice cold as a rock. I'm like, oh my God, when did I get this one? I don't remember getting this refresher. But I only got a small, and it was good, but I kind of want another one. The goal is to be happy. Leah said it. That's literally the goal. Like, that's what everybody wants, and everything will come from that. Everything you're asking for will come from that. I'm obsessed with your record. Are you? Teresa? I actually did get those. I did get those. When I moved in here, the ones that were like already here were like a yellow color. And Steve, my boyfriend, he would climb on them. He would like climb on the curtains, and oh my God, they got destroyed from him. I don't think he really destroyed these ones. Hannah, the only reason why you think things are falling apart is, I'm telling you, it's because you're still reactive. That's all. You're still reacting. There's no falling apart. Listen, they're all they're manifestation. There's too many limiting beliefs out there. Nothing has ever fell apart before things came into my life. Not when I started really getting the hang of this and understanding it. That is a belief. Hey, Dragon. How are you? Thank you. My boyfriend, Steve, Leah. How would I get into the state of having my desired body weight? By being happy and loving your body the way it is, and you'll move towards it in the best way. Make the best of where you're at and just know you're moving towards it. Literally, that's it. I can give you the way that I manifested it, but that was my way. That was my path, right? Like the way I did it was just that I stopped labeling food. I started loving food. I started talking to food like food's so delicious. That's why it's here. It's here to enjoy. I only ate what I liked. I only ate till I was full. I mean, I eat whatever I want. I have no limiting beliefs around food, but that was the way, that was my path. That's how I say everyone has their own path, right? I do work out. I like to though, but I do what I like working out. So like you find your own way through it, but it all starts with being okay with where you're at. Be okay with your body now. Release resistance now, and it'll move you towards that in the best way. And that's going to be in my new ebook, by the way, Release Resistance. It's literally one page because that's all you need, because it's all the same. It's all the same work. Everything you're doing, everything I say, it works for everything in your life. What are you speaking about on things not falling? Oh, Shalina. So a lot of people tell me, is it normal for things to fall apart before my manifestation comes in? Or why is everything falling apart? Why am I experiencing the opposite? The reason why that happens, Shalina, is that's old ways of teaching manifesting. It's because people are still manifesting something. They're still doing something to manifest. And that causes your world to just fall apart because you're not ready for it yet. If you just did the only work that needs to be done, and that's do work on you and know that what you want is done, and left that up to your higher self source and infinite intelligence and let it unfold and trust in the unknown, it would be smooth sailing. Nothing would fall apart. Everything boop, 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 just like that. But most people are trying to manifest something. So these things are coming in and everything's all over the place and it's chaotic. The only thing you're doing is feeling good on your own. The only thing you're doing is making the best of where you're at. The only thing you're doing is practicing non-reaction. The only thing you're doing is meditating, remaining calm, relaxing. If you did it that way and just made it about you, things would just boop, 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 fall into place. You would just be right in flow and everything would just happen. But when you're manifesting something, you're getting this chaotic energy. Because you're bringing it in, but you're not ready for it. You're not ready for it because you're not doing the only work that needs to be done, and that's on you. Exactly, Urban. Exactly. Exactly. Focus on you, feel good on your own, fill up your own cup, become your own best friend, do things for yourself, get to a place where you're just happy. You're just happy. You are happy. And I always say, when you're feeling lack around a relationship, you're feeling sad around a relationship, you stop and you say, okay, it's time to do something for me right now. Let me bring that attention back to me. What can I do right now? What do I like to do? Let me go take a drive. Let me go get my nails done. Let me blah, 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 whatever. Exactly, Leah. What does Abraham says? If we gave all the money out to everybody in the world and it was fair and everybody got the same amount, it would all go right back into the wealthy people's hands because they have good limiting beliefs around money. It's all belief systems. So you can be fair. You can give all the money to everybody. Everybody get their fair amount. You get $10. You get $10. But guess what? It's going to go right back into the wealthy people's pockets because that's just how energy works. It's all energy. What should I do to manifest a car? So with a car, usually if you have a picture of it or if you know what you want, just know you're moving towards it. But again, this is the same thing. Make the best of what you have now. Make the best of what you have. Don't worry about the timing of things. Don't worry about how long it takes. Just know you're moving towards it. But the biggest thing and the key to all of it is make the best. Clean your car now. Appreciate your car now. Love your car now. That's all you have to do. What's one of your favorite Bashar has said? I like a lot of things that he said. I like when he says nothing has meaning. I love, my favorite thing I think that always stands out in my head is that what's meant for you weighs nothing. What's meant for you weighs nothing. So anything that feels heavy, anything that doesn't feel good is not meant for you. That's why it feels heavy. So I kind of like that. Mattia, whatever you want's done. Sure says nothing is negative. Yes, exactly, Jim. Everything's neutral. Everything is neutral here. There's no meaning. We place the meaning, but most of our meanings are negative. Why? Because of our programming. That's all. We automatically go right to the bad, right? Because that's just where we're programmed. That's why you just remain you remain neutral with that limiting belief that shows up, and it cancels it out. It goes away. Again, that's why I would say calmness is your superpower because it eliminates what doesn't serve you. Oh, Steve wants to go out. And we got all the smoke outside. It's like so bad. We have like code red on the air right now. So he's not allowed out. He ain't happy. Armpits. So Christine, though I was going to do armpits for the subscriber picture. I almost did it. And I was like, oh, should I do armpits or not? Like I was going to do a picture of my armpit. And then, I didn't think of Julia Roberts. That would be a good one. People would have no idea. You'd be like, why is there pictures of Julia Roberts? Her subscribers are Julia Roberts, armpits, and her crooked necklace. Read how a desire indicates it already exists. Well, just look at it like this, Shay, about how does it already exist? Think about everything you have now. You created that. Everything around you, you've created. You've manifested it. Right? So just think about it like that. And Shay, everything's here. Creation's finished. Like people that are living living in these big houses, that exists. People that have the car you want exists, right? You're unlimited. Okay, Shay, that word. I always say, just think about that word. You're unlimited. You're infinite. You're infinite. To me, Shay, it's also it's a deep inner knowing. Right? You just know it. You know that you're infinite. You know that you're unlimited. You know that life's supposed to be easy. You start to feel it the more you feel good. So those things, Shay, you start to actually understand and believe these concepts the more that you do this work of just feeling good. When you start to feel good, you get it. You understand it. You believe it 100%. Yes. Oh, Valerie. Yes. A million times, girl. Not only in my stomach, in my head. I've had it everywhere. I've had it in my face, in my jaw. But the key to that, what I've noticed helps me the most is by taking my awareness off of my mind, because you're overthinking. That's all. You're in your mind too much. And actually breathing down to my body, and I just visualize and I relax my body. I rest my body. I just let my body fall as much as it can. And I think about my body. I actually imagine my body just falling and relaxing, and I talk slow and I move slow. I do all these exercises to get me out of my head, and I breathe slower, and I do my breath work where I take a breath in and I let it out. So I hate when it pauses me in a weird spot. And I just let my breath out so slow, and I talk slow, and I just exaggerate my words. The words don't matter. It's just that I'm moving slower, and then it gets me out of my thinking mind. And then when you're semi-settled, you can say, you know what? You just know it's all good. You're good. You're back to where you need to be. How can I learn to love my body as it is, not feel like I need to lose weight to get... It's all your limiting beliefs. It's all resistance, right? It's all these things telling you why you're not worthy, why you're not good enough. Focus on yourself. Focus on doing other things that feel good to you. Put the weight thing aside for now. Focus on other things. Do things for yourself. One thing will lead to the next. You'll start to get confidence. You'll start to feel better. Trust me, that will all fall into place. But don't focus on that right now. Focus on other things that make you feel good right now. How do I deal with heightened emotions before my cycle? I feel intense. Use it as an excuse. It's time. It's that time of the month. I'm a woman. It's time for me just to relax and chill, treat myself, rest as much as I need to. I know this. People are going to probably bash me for this one and get mad. I don't have any limiting beliefs around my menstrual cycle. I get no symptoms. I don't get mood swings. I don't get emotional. I don't get cramps. And I've just always said that my whole life, and my mom has always said the same, and she told me that, so I always believe that as well. I'm not saying that doesn't happen to people. I'm not saying it's not, but it's not true for me. So I just say use it as an excuse to help you. This is time for me to relax. This means I have to rest. This means I have to close my eyes. Let me do what I can to just chill as much as I can, treat myself a little more right around this time. When you say meant for you, it sounds like someone else is creating for you. Well, only you know what's meant for you, Bobby. Only you know what's meant for you. What do you want? I can't tell you. Only you can. I'm not telling you what's meant for you. You're telling you what's meant for you. You know what's meant for you. It's nobody else. It's nobody outside of you. You get to have whatever you want. You get to have whatever you want. It's only you. It's not saying that someone else is determining, telling you what you want. I've never said that. So I know I know what's meant for me. I know what's best for me. No one's going to tell me otherwise. Well, that's what I mean by that. I don't pay attention to it, Shy. I never did. Birds Before Land. I just go on with my life. If it's not something that I want, I overlook it. Right? You become magnetic just naturally to people. When you're a happy person and you're going through life and you're pleasant, people are going to compliment you. People are going to like you. They're going to gravitate towards you. But That's it. It's all it is. It's just friendly encounters with people. That's how I look at it. Birds before landing, like people, all that. If it's not what I want, then I just pleasantly, hi, how are you? Move on with my life. That's how I look at it, Shop. I only know that term because people bring it up a lot. So I've researched it. But honestly, to me, you become magnetic in your life when you become your true authentic self, when you're a happy person, when you're a pleasant person to be around and you're just kind to everyone, people gravitate toward you. They like your energy. It's just how it is. It's just an encounter. It's just a friendly encounter with people. Shop. So I know what signs to me stand out. I have signs, things that happen to me that I can't even explain to anyone, and they're personal to me, that I know they're from my higher self, and no one's going to tell me they're not. And people can argue with me, but I've gotten things and signs that are meant for me personally that I know that was like meant for me from my higher self. I was led right to that sign. I was led right to it. You get to interpret things how you want. You place meaning on everything, Shah. But for me, certain signs, there's no doubt in my mind that I was led right to that. I wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't searching for it. And it's not something little. It was like huge. When you are comfortable with who you are, nothing upsets you. Hi, Vols. How are you? And that is so true, Vols. That is so true. I'm trying to think, Jim, of one that's happened to me in the past. They're personal to me. Like you wouldn't understand it. Like it would be like on the side of a car, it said something, or I don't know. Like I'm trying to think of one that like stands out to me, or be like, it would just say the exact thing that I'm manifesting or something, but it was so big and bold and just like you literally just drove right past it to where it was like, what the heck? Like it just hit you out of nowhere, or certain things. And again, you place meaning on everything, but certain signs, I just feel like I was led to that sign. Like it was just too weird the way it happened to me. Like I was handed something. Like I was handed like a piece of paper that said something on it that was in regards to, and it's just, I know it's all in our awareness and I know it's all here and now, but I do feel like I was led to certain things in that timing of things. Like the timing of it was just so weird. But I think that's more you're in alignment, the more you're focusing on you, the more you have no attachment to these things anymore. That's when signs start to really get stronger. It's your manifestation, basically. Bloom. Yes, Bloom. And I hope that relieves people. Bloom said, so if I relax my body, even when I'm worried, is that all I need to do? Yes. Yes. And that's the part where people don't believe. So they start getting upset because they think they relax their body, but they still react because they're like, this is all I have to do. You only have to relax your body, Bloom. That's it. Keep doing it because you're going to prove it to yourself that you only have to do that. The more you start seeing your life change and these stories fade, the more you just relax. It just keep staying relaxed. Keep staying calm. Make it a practice in your life. That's why I always say you're using everything in your reality that doesn't serve you, that doesn't feel good, to practice this. It's all helping you. It's all serving you. Because like I said, we need to practice this. We're all reactive. Everybody's reactive. Before they know this information, everyone's reacting to something. Everyone. So, and this is the best thing ever, because like I said, if you're just using everything in your reality to practice this, you're going to be moved and catapult to everything that is meant for you. It's just the byproduct of it all. I would say stop, Lisa. Girl, let me just tell you right now, I have the best stories about applying to jobs. Before I knew this is when, probably right before this all started for me, I was applying to jobs probably 3 times a day. Every day. I was so dedicated. I had the best resume, best fake resume. I did it for 3 months. Nobody got back to me. It was the best resume you could ever think of. Like it was so fake and I made it up myself, but it was so good. Nobody got back to me. And then finally I gave up and I said, you know what? It's not time for me to get a job right now. It's literally not time. I just have to find a new routine and stick with it. And then just when it, I'll look later. I'm not kidding. The day I started the routine, the next day I got a job, a better job than I could have. None of the ones that I applied to, my friend, working with my friend, mind blown. Like literally, like that's how this stuff works. So I always say, just give up on applying, give up on trying to find a job, literally fully, truly give up. It's not time right now. It's just not meant to be. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to like just be excited to be home. I actually started to get excited to be home. I was like, you know what? I'm accepting. I'm just going to be home for a while. I'm going to make the best of this. That's how this works. You make the best of where you're at and everything else just starts to come in. Thanks, Laurent. I have an abundance of things to practice with. Bloom, oh, I know. I was right there. I was right there. Trust me, it works. Which means on the other side of that, Bloom, is going to be so amazing. On the other side of all that is going to be so amazing. Navigate contact by manifesting. Can you not? Do you have to be in contact, Shay? Can you not be in contact? Is that a possibility? Because I prefer just to be focusing on you. You to be focusing on you, filling up your own cup, feeling good on your own, because then you're still kind of seeking that validation outside of you, needing that validation. And it's really not it's not serving you because you're not able to really focus on yourself fully. Aw, thanks, Lisa. Can you tell I love doing these lives though? Honestly, I do. The secret is no reaction. Yes. Secret is no reaction. But no reaction takes practice. It does take, but it's the best thing. It'll change your life forever. I always say the byproduct of non-reaction not only is peace. It's peace. It's just you're unbothered. You're happy. But you start to feel good. Like your life starts to change. Your life gets better. You're in alignment. You're being yourself and you don't care. Like you're truly yourself and you don't care what's happening around you. You're unbothered, but you're happy and you're magnetic. And there's just everything that good goes with it. Everything from practicing non-reaction. Oh, thank you. Not a possibility? Then use it to your advantage. Just remain calm, stay kind, make the best of where you're at. That's where this will come in to help you, Shay. Make the best of where you're at, knowing you're moving towards more. Make the best of it. But Shay, the key is really you. You got to really focus on you as much as you can. Put yourself first, focus on you, do things for yourself. You need to feel good on your own, Shay. That's what this comes down to. It's being able to feel good on your own. Feel good no matter what's happening around you, because otherwise, again, you're needing something outside of you to feel better, and you're just always going to be in a cycle of unhappiness, really, right? And being triggered. Yeah, of course you can. If you're doing it in a way to where like you're doing it for yourself, Shay. Like you can just, you can even say like, I'm just going to focus on me for a while, do some, like just give self-love, all that kind of self-care, kind of however you want to say it. And that's the best thing you can do for yourself, honestly, of course. But you're not going to do anything out of spite or be mean or like ignore or block because you're angry, because that would be reacting still, right? You want to respond from a good place. So as long as you're responding like, you know what, I just need to, take time for myself right now. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the best thing you can do for yourself. You're putting yourself first. That's what it's about. It's about putting you first. No, I'm not 5'9". Everything used to bother me, everything now I'm so calm and nothing. That's awesome, Linda. Of course, Shay. Shay, it's way easier than you realize, but it does all come down to you. It does come down to you feeling good on your own. Is it okay to stay away from toxic family members because it triggers your patience? So the thing about that is, if I always say, like, if there's things you do have control over, right? There's things you can stay away from, but you don't want to do it because you're angry at them, right? It's only your energy. So it's your thoughts and these stories that keep coming up. And if you just keep on, oh my God, they're horrible people, you're still reacting even when you're not around them. So if you're going to actually like stay away from people, you still got to do the work, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Like, whether they're in your life or not, if they're not in your life and you're still letting them bother you, it's still in your mind. Like, oh my God, I got to stay away from my family. They're just horrible. They're toxic. There's that. You're still reacting. You're still in it. You're actually still in it. You kind of know what I'm saying? So if you're going to avoid them, but do the work on you and focus on you and feel good on your own and do these practices to feel good no matter what's happening around you, then yes, do it if that's easier for you. You could, let me grab my charger, guys. Hold on one sec. Okay, what about blocking? Because it doesn't feel good to see. Do you feel like we have to explain our actions? You don't have to explain yourself to anyone, but just if you're letting it bother you that you did it and you're feeling guilty or you're still thinking about it, then you're not blocking them. You're still thinking about it, right? So if you can block and just move on and focus on you, then yeah, go for it. Do it, right? Just always think, if you're walking away from something, but you're still letting it bother you, you're not walking away from it. You're literally still living it. You're still reliving it, right? Do you kind of get what I'm saying? Really, Bloom? Aw, that makes me so happy. And I'm so glad you could share that with us. Exactly, Bloom. Bloom said, I noticed that the same energetic scenarios pop up with different people when I don't do the work. Yeah. I do get lonely and neglected, though. That's just, keep focusing on you, Shay. Those things will all fade. The more you feel good by yourself, Shay, and the more you put yourself first, you're not going to feel neglect. You're not going to feel those feelings anymore. Those beliefs will leave your life. Keep focusing on you. Keep doing things for yourself, Shay. Keep like treating yourself, loving yourself, filling up your own cup. Being lonely, use it to your advantage right now, Shay. Really use it to your advantage. What can I do right now? Let me take a drive. Let me clean my house. Let me clean my room. Let me do my hair. Let me paint my nails. Let me get a bath. Literally, Shay, do stuff for yourself nonstop. It'll get easier. You'll start to feel better. Trust me, these little steps will lead you to what's actually meant for you as well. You'll start to be happy. Just being by yourself, literally. I'm not angry at them. I just don't feel my best self around them. That's okay. I mean, you can, if it's like boring or it's not fulfilling anymore, yeah, just say, I don't want to. Like, no, I'm not going to come. That's putting you first, Shantae. Just, you're doing it in a kind way. You're not doing it like, I'm not coming to this anymore. You guys are no fun. You know what I'm saying? It's all in your response. It's all in your approach, Shantae. So if you're just like, no, I'm just putting me first for a while. I'm just going to not come to things for a while. I did it. I truly had to do it. Like me and I'm focusing on me and my kids. And that was the right move for me at that time. And I didn't feel guilt around it because I was truly doing that for myself in the moment, right? So it's all in your approach and how you approach it. It was nothing against my family. It was just me. I wanted to put myself first, do things for myself, do things for my kids. So that's why I seek outside. Of course, Lisa, we all do. We all do. It's because we're doers. It's a program. It's a program to think we have to do something, action. We got to do something to get something. That is a program, 100%. I'm just saying how broke I was and then someone gave me. Oh, yay, Bloom. Yes. Yeah. So now you make the best of that. You make the best of that. I always say, like, make the best of your $5, make the best of your dollar. Who cares about your debt? That'll take care of itself. But the money you have now that you're getting, make the best of it. Like, oh my God, I'm getting my dollar soda from McDonald's. I can't wait to go get it, right? Just you're making the best of every little thing you have, and that's how it grows. If you appreciate what you have now, you get more. Oh, without a doubt, Linda. Yeah, people are like, not everybody understands and knows this information, and you know, it's like I said, you just be the example. You just focus on you. You keep doing the work, and you just set that example for others that they can do the same. Oh, I'm so happy, Bloom. I don't know what I just pushed, but oh. All right, guys, I'm going to actually jump off right now, okay, for the night. So, Bloom, that's a great ending to our chat tonight. I'm so happy to hear that. And it's only the beginning, Bloom. It's only the beginning. Keep doing the practices. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off. Have you ever channeled anyone like Bashar? Have I ever channeled? I don't know if I channel. I know I get this information from a higher source, obviously. I just think I'm in alignment, so it kind of flows out of me. It is through my own experience. I think I'm good at translating things through my own experience. I don't think I'm channeling. I don't think I am. I think I would know if I was, right? I know people ask that, but I think I'm just good at speaking through my own experience, basically, right? Like I meditate a lot, and I'm calm a lot, and I'm by myself a lot. So I am connected a lot. I really am. But I'm good at translating it to you guys. So who knows? I don't know what it is. I just speak my truth. I speak my truth, literally, guys. That's it. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Everyone have a really good night. And I'll be back tomorrow. Private Facebook group. If anybody's new, you can jump on there. And I know I have to get these on. I'll get this one definitely on YouTube because this was a really good one. So I'll get this up on YouTube, and I'll check and see any other ones. She first channeled. Yeah, her story is really cool because she was like, if I knew what my future held, I would have never started doing this. Like, she did not like any of this stuff. Abraham did not like channeling. She was weirded out by it. She was so scared of it. So I like her story as well. It's actually really interesting. This actually always interested me. Like, I always liked psychics and mediums and all that kind of stuff. Channeling was a different level. I learned about that later. But I loved this kind of stuff. So it always had my interest in some way. But all right, guys, I'm going to jump off now. Everybody have a great night. Thank you so much for helping me. Bye, Christine. Bye, guys. Bye, Sherry, Shalina, BB, Vols. Have a great night, guys. Bye, Dream.